we obviously wish her the very best. So we had this open challenge.
So what Joel Bateman did is he could have said, oh yeah, I can take an easier match. But he instead chose Lighttube.
The smashing Joel fucking Bateman! And his opponent making his deathmatch debut. He is from the Cambridge Museum of Archaeology and Anthropology. And tonight at 15 Sloan. He is the toast of the upper crust, Atlas C. Whittaker!
Now, what a great opportunity for Atlas Whittaker. He entered into our tag team tournament, but unfortunately got knocked out in the opening round. However, an open challenge came up for a Lighttube battle, and he thought, you know what, I am going to step it up. Well, look, Atlas Whittaker said that, you know what, he acknowledges Joel Bateman's experience, but he called himself the student of deathmatch wrestling. So it'll be interesting to see if his theory and his reading will overcome the heart and desire and bloodthirst of one Joel Bateman. Colorado time, and right now...
Our preview show, we were both surprised at Atlas Whittaker accepting this match, and
I admire his balls, not literally, more figuratively in this case. But the fact of the matter is Atlas Whittaker has really redefined himself in the past year. He is in the best shape of his absolute career right now. And the fact of the matter is I admire the man for really stepping up to that next level. And look, Deathmatch Downunder is the promotion to show that you have made that leap to that next level. Side headlock and a takeover. And Atlas Whittaker is being smart. Unlike our previous Lighttube deathmatch, they're not going straight for the light tubes. There's a bit of a feeling out process, a little bit of technical wrestling. You never know. He might win with an inside cradle in the next 5 minutes.
That's the thing, Andy. This is a Lighttube deathmatch where you can win by a pinfall or submission just as you can in any other match. The Lighttubes just happen to be sitting in every corner of our ring.
Now, Joel Bateman
lined up on the apron as well.
Joel Bateman put the weight behind the knee there of Atlas Whittaker so he can get the wrist lock. But Atlas Whittaker rolling through, applying the side headlock. And right now, this is a real, this is actually a bit of a technical clinic right here.
That's right, Andy. A little bit more headlocks than glass shattering everywhere than what we were expecting. But you get the upper hand any way you can.
Goes back up to their feet.
Playing to his strengths, having no experience in death matches.
Well, I was going to say, that's
why would you choose to grab the light tubes right away when you don't need to? It's a very smart strategy.
Actually, it's an incredibly smart strategy. Play to your strengths, and obviously, I suppose that's one advantage when it comes to deathmatch wrestling. It's underneath the legs, Atlas
and
Whittaker.
Also, Joel Bateman would not have been expecting that. You can see he's a bit bamboozled by this.
This is actually classic British wrestling right there. I am loving this. Yes, go Whittaker!
We should just get rid of these light tubes and have a good old-fashioned catch match, Andy.
Do you know what? They could play tiddlywinks as far as I'm concerned.
Bateman, as I said, was surprised by that strategy, not quite ready for it, was not going his way. What does he do? Grab a light tube. That's what they're there for. I admire Atlas' strategy, but he could only avoid this for so long.
I was going to say, this was an inevitability. Atlas Whittaker did come in with a really solid strategy.
Atlas
and actually,
is trying to stay.
I liked it. Trying to make
distance. Yeah, no, that didn't work.
The top rope, catching the light tube, just saving Joel Bateman there.
Atlas with a tube now.
And it looks like Lady Luck.
Does he know what to do with this?
Well, Joel Bateman just powers through it and hits a massive clothesline.
Atlas looked a little hesitant with that light tube. He didn't quite have the swing behind it.
Oh dear! Atlas Whittaker is now, his education is less theory and more actual at this point.
Welcome to death matches, Atlas Whittaker.
Joel Bateman now.
I think makes you realise you're in a death match, then the feeling and the sight of your own blood. Is the claret flowing on Atlas yet? I can't quite see. Maybe we can get a good look here.
Oh no, Joel Bateman just carving into the forehead now.
If he's not.
And Whittaker just screaming out in pain.
I can see that dragging across Atlas's forehead. It's not where his hair is, it's right across the middle of his forehead.
Joel Bateman just taking his...
may be full of regrets now. Oh, there's some blood.
Joel Bateman now just taking his sweet time. This could be very therapeutic for Joel Bateman, a man who has no deathmatch victories under his belt since return from
We saw Atlas
injury.
be a little hesitant when he picked up that Lighttube. Joel Bateman, not so, knows how to use these in a variety of ways, swinging them, kicking them into his opponent, incorporating them into more traditional high-impact wrestling moves. He can do it all.
But right now, you see, he is just peeling away the layers
Joel Bateman
of Atlas Whittaker, exposing the canvas upon which he will paint his pain.
Right. But Bateman is bleeding from his torso, which I did not realise. So Atlas has done a little bit of damage. Obviously, he's suffered a lot more damage, as we can see.
Oh no, what's he doing? Atlas Whittaker just having the glass scrape right down his spinal cord. Goes for the cover, Joel Bateman, but Whittaker gutting it out, kicking out
Strong
at
kick
the two.
out, though. Obviously a bit bewildered at all this glass starting to fly around the side of his own blood, but that was a strong kick out.
Goes for the neck breaker, hits it, and right now Whittaker is in a lot of trouble. Joel Bateman shoots for the cover, only a 2 count. Could be just a matter of time, who knows, Jess?
Joel Bateman taking a very deliberate pace here. As we said, he unfortunately has not won any of his matches so far in our company's short history. Maybe he's trying to not make any mistakes here, you know, slow down the pace, work to his strengths. He is the more experienced deathmatch competitor.
Well, one thing that would be really devastating is if he gets over-passionate, makes an error, and then loses to someone
that's right, Andy. That's
inexperienced.
absolutely not what he wants on this important show for everybody.
I mean, there's no shame losing to Guido. There's no shame losing to Charlie Evans. Atlas Whittaker, in his very first deathmatch, you've got to start asking yourself some pretty tough questions at that point.
Atlas Whittaker back to his feet.
Atlas Whittaker now
Looking to make himself a bit more familiar with these light tubes. Oh, yep, that's what they do. They smash.
and they explode, and Whittaker now, oh no! Joel Bateman, his experience, his deathmatch experience just shining through there
Even
right
when
now.
Atlas Whittaker tries to take advantage of the situation, use the weapons himself, Joel Bateman is so experienced that he turns the tables and Atlas Whittaker eats another light tube.
Hey, credit to Whittaker. He is hanging in there.
Absolutely.
Even Joel Bateman is applauding him. I think he
He's an upper
respects.
crust, but he is a tough upper crust.
I
He's an
think-
overcooked toast crust.
I think he is respecting the fact that this kid decided to come out and take on Joel Bateman at what he
Bateman
does
is
best.
pandering to the crowd a little bit here. Maybe getting a little overconfident.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got him in a variation of a camel clutch right there. He's isolated one of the arms and pulling back. And if Whittaker were to tap out, there would be zero shame in that right now.
I've got a good look at Atlas Whittaker's back here. Not only is he in that submission,
Oh.
there's still glass stuck in his back. He's not in a good way.
What is he? What? Joel Bateman now just driving the point of that light tube in the top of his head now. Whittaker in a lot of
That
pain.
is the third or fourth time that has happened to Atlas Whittaker in this match. Each time that happens, it opens up fresh cuts and uses more blood.
You got to believe that his mother, Lady Whittaker, is currently covering this at the moment using the hashtag DMD. Is it DMD, you spiders?
Yes, that's correct.
Thank
Andy.
you, just checking. And I hope that you are all doing that at home as well, ladies
Not
and
only cover
gentlemen.
your eyes, Mama Whittaker, but maybe turn off the broadcast completely. I know we don't want to lose viewers, but things are about to get ugly.
Oh, turn off the Twitter machine. Oh my God, look at the eyes of Whittaker. Burning a hole in Joel Bateman, and Joel Bateman surprised at the heart of Whittaker. And now Whittaker saying, just come on.
He's on his knees, taking those light tubes to the chest for those kicks, but it's still...
Oh, it looks like Joel Bateman's done it now. Oh! You want to see crazy? This is crazy. Whittaker with the headbutt.
Oh, Atlas Whittaker!
The rising knee, and Whittaker is building up a head of
Great
steam.
move there to send his own knee into that light tube.
Look at that big palm strike right
And now
to the
back to
jaw
what he
there.
knows, the striking.
Whittaker
That
now,
was right into the face.
I think the adrenaline has definitely kicked in here. He knows he is in a fight for his life.
He may be at that point of blood loss where he knows he can... If he keeps going at that pace, he's just going to bleed out and lose this match, and he has to literally fight for his life now.
Look at it now. Was like he was trying to give Joel Bateman an enema there. Trying to thrust
Lovely
that.
visual, Andy.
Thought you'd like that one. Oh, he just knighted him!
And a piece of that tube hit the ceiling and almost landed on our commentary desk.
What a lovely souvenir that would have been.
I think Atlas Whittaker's got the hang of these things now. And that spells trouble for Joel Bateman, because not only does he have that intensity and that ability, he's learnt how to work with the light tubes.
And now Joel Bateman.
Dangerous Atlas Whittaker we're seeing here.
I was going to say, this is now Whittaker's match to win. Let alone the legacy of Joel Bateman. What about the deathmatch legacy of Atlas Whittaker? We might be seeing the birth of something beautiful yet bizarre here tonight. Atlas Whittaker tonight, not here to fuck spiders, he's here to fuck up Joel Bateman.
Oh, huge shot with that light tube across the back. Placed that one perfectly. And now, look at this.
Oh, I'm just going to stab you some more, mate.
He's experienced several times in this match. He's now doing to Joel Bateman the broken end of the light tube into the forehead. Fast learner, this Atlas Whittaker.
Well, he did say he was a student of deathmatch wrestling.
True. I can see that.
Off the ropes, there's the reversal. Oh, catches him. Got him from behind, hammerlock. Oh, swings him down into a uranagi. Beautifully done. Bateman with a kick out.
I've said that in our previous death matches that have involved a lot of glass, Andy. Moves like that suddenly become very dangerous because the ring is covered in these tiny pieces of glass. You take a move like that, you're going to have about 200 of them stuck in your back. We can see Joel Bateman here. It's probably the case. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Little pieces of glass.
Atlas Whittaker now. Looks like he's going for the Dutch slam, but no. Joel Bateman, Saito suplex. And this is it at this point. Oh my God! At this point, every time you get dropped to your feet, it's just a whole mission
a bundle of three.
Just to get back to your feet. And Joel Bateman now the double knees into the corner. Joel Bateman with the cover, the two, the oh my goodness! Joel Bateman now. Oh, the final curtain drops him down, hooks an outside leg. Wasn't able to get it. Jay Stevens shooting up the devil horns, letting us know it's only a 2.
The glass in the ring is going to start to catch up with both these men now, Andy. They have to be very careful.
Jess, did you expect this from Whittaker? Did you honestly think
Absolutely not. And I'm staggered and impressed.
Oh, Joel
It's
Bateman.
Honestly anybody's match, and I would not have said that at the beginning.
Now. Hang on, he's going for that package driver. If he hits this...
The designated driver.
Oh, he's going for the Dutch slam again. Oh! Hits that European hooker. Oh, the southbound DDT! Hooks the outside leg. 2! Oh, my goodness. Almost got him.
He had it there, Andy.
I thought he had it there.
So we're about to see a huge upset, and
he hit the Dutch slam followed by the southbound DDT.
I think at this point Joel Bateman knows that this is a turning point in his career. He can't lose 4 death matches
This could be a turning
in a row.
This could be a turning point for both men. Pulls
Absolutely.
the ripcord. Oh, climbing head kick there from Joel Bateman. Bateman trying to find more momentum here. Just look
Every
at
time these
Atlas
men take a
Whittaker's
more
back.
traditional wrestling move like a strike or a high impact move, they either land on that glass or have to crawl through it.
Whoa. No, hang on. Even the official's looking a bit concerned right now. Joel Bateman.
With that bundle of tubes across the body.
You mad bastard! What are you doing? Oh!
Swanton.
Hooks that outside leg.
Oh my God!
The fans are in disbelief right here.
What the fuck, Andy?
Something tells me win, lose or draw, Atlas Whittaker's just earned himself a few Facebook followers.
I'm here with my jaw almost on the commentary desk at the showing we've seen so far from Atlas Whittaker.
Hey, like I
Actually,
say,
can't believe this.
physically he has been through a hell of a transformation in the last year for the better, and maybe psychologically there's also been a transformation. Maybe he knows tonight I'm
Bateman
going to
is in
step
real
up.
trouble. He's covered in blood. He's taken a lot of punishment.
Atlas Whittaker
He's on
is
his hands
determined
and knees.
to take that next step in his career. And you hear the fans, Jeff, listen to this.
Showing their appreciation. You got to think in large part from the efforts of Atlas.
Both men looking absolutely shattered at this point.
Both bleeding from their heads.
He just clotheslined him so hard, glass flew out of Whittaker's back. Can you see that?
I can see it, Andy.
That's a hell of a visual. And a third
like
one.
the worst kind of snowfall out of the back of Atlas Whittaker.
Bateman now.
Taking off that elbow pad.
What's he going for? Oh!
Collision there.
Whittaker just absorbed the clothesline. Whittaker could be 7 foot tall right now.
He's definitely standing tall.
Off the ropes again, Joel Bateman picks him up.
Oh, that hard uppercut.
Big pop up there.
Huge lariat.
Goes for the cover.
Taking inside out.
Glass be damned.
Atlas moving quickly now.
Atlas Whittaker, power bomb. He dug deep to find the power for that, and he got it.
Despite losing a lot of blood, still had the strength to power Bateman up for that maneuver.
Atlas Whittaker now has got the glass tubes. Where is he going with this? Places it on
Looking more and more
Bateman.
vicious each time he grabs more of these tubes. Maybe something has just shifted in him.
I think he's going for the Ark of the Covenant. His patented elbow drop. Oh,
There was a splash. There was a splash.
hooks that outside leg. 2, 3. Atlas Whittaker is beside himself. He is covered in cuts and bruises. He is trying to prove everything here tonight. That boy has earned a hood when he gets home.
He laid the tubes across the torso of Joel Bateman on that maneuver. Not only is there glass in his back now, you can see half of his front, just so many shards of glass embedded into his skin.
Well, Atlas Whittaker slowly picking up the prone body. Oh, southbound DDT, no. Bites out. Atlas Whittaker now follows through. Both men starting to look quite disorientated.
Hard strike to the face. Hard strike. Joel Bateman may be unconscious in the corner. Calling for chairs now.
He wants a chair?
2 chairs apparently.
Well,
Specifically said 2 chairs.
he's got something in mind here. He knows he's got Joel Bateman where he wants him. Atlas Whittaker answered this open challenge, and I guess we didn't fancy his chances, but right now he has proven that he is a real match here for Joel Bateman here tonight. And Joel Bateman's mission, his plan, his hope to get his first deathmatch win might not actually happen tonight. And that could be incredible.
Chairs are not Lighttube, but anything goes in deathmatch rules. Oh, what is this? It's about 10 tubes there.
And he's delicately balancing them between 2
Something
chairs.
in Atlas has shifted. At the beginning of the match, he looked uncertain. He looked a little afraid. He's crazed with bloodlust now. He's crossed that line. I think no matter the result, he is a deathmatch competitor. He's deathmatch ready.
And right now, I mean, Atlas Whittaker, I have never seen Atlas Whittaker like this before, and it looks like he's
His eyes have changed. Something in him has changed, Andy.
Merciless intent. Joel Bateman does not want to go for a superplex through those light tubes.
All those tubes, as I said.
Oh, look at him, he's trying to open the wounds on his back. Joel Bateman just trying to open the wounds on his back to get out of this thing.
Situation here, Andy. This is not going to be good for either of these men.
Well, I don't know.
Get down from those ropes.
Depends if you're the one going through the light tubes or not. Oh no. Oh my God, Joel Bateman, you mad bastard. Bloody hammer!
The designated driver 2 through the tubes. Oh man! Wow!
Designated driver version 2.
Designated driver 2.
Jeez Louise.
Burning hammer pile driver through a bundle of light tubes stacked across 2 chairs off the top rope.
Well, my congratulations go out to Joel Bateman. Finally, a deathmatch victory under his belt.
Going a million miles an hour.
I can imagine, and he desperately needed that victory. But let's give it up for Atlas Whittaker. He stood up to the challenge tonight. and bloody hell, he proved his worth.
I can honestly say, even in defeat, that performance from Atlas Whittaker might be one of the most impressive we've seen in our company's short history.
So it tells me the toast of the upper crust is one of the toughest bastards in Australia today. Both men, what a tremendous performance.
Absolutely fantastic match. This is what it's all about. This is what we do here in DNU, Andy. We have tubes. We have basketball, we have death matches, we have competitors who give everything, who bleed their own blood into the ring. This is what DMDU is all about, and we couldn't be prouder.
Atlas CC Whittaker, you aren't going anywhere. 2 out of 3 falls, no, I'm kidding. A lot of you who are here tonight understand that card subject to change came into effect, and Vixen wasn't able to do our no rope barbed wire match. And Vix, June 12, I don't care what building, you and I will do that no rope barbed wire match. So I put out a real open challenge that doesn't happen all that often, and a guy that I respect and always does right by the business and is always the first one in and the last one out, doesn't mind showing his ass and has some of the best characters in Australian wrestling, messaged me out of the blue and said, hey, I'd like to do a death match. And Atlas Whittaker was that guy. Ask anyone I've spoken to today and they go, how are you feeling about the match? And I say motivated, because it's nice to be in here with someone who's young and hungry and has a fucking death wish like I do. I don't know if this is your one and done and you can take that off your pro wrestling list, or you want to do more of these, but from me to you directly, I really hope you do, because you're fucking good at death matches, Atlas. Don't hit my music as much of a banger as it is. I love Atlas's track, and this ring is his because he fucking earns it tonight. So when his music hits and he gives the counter to ballet, you will lose your fucking mind because he fucking earns it.